Guten Tag und willkommen zu dieser Ausgabe der Tourismus-Namibia-Sendung. Wie in jeder Woche bringe ich, Frank Steffen, wie Sie sehen, ich bin da auf Ihrem Bild, können Sie meinen Namen erkennen, werde ich Sie auch wieder durch diese Sendung leiten und haben wir diesmal Interessantes mit dabei. Natürlich gibt es wieder Topics und Destinations und dann natürlich am Ende auch to the point, aber als erstes natürlich Topics. Ja, Topics, also Themen der Woche, sind nur 2 Stück, die ich Ihnen vortragen will. Eins ist vielleicht eher interessant für Leute hier, aber der eine oder andere aus Deutschland mag ihn auch kennen. Francois Hartz, der verlässt Namibia und zwar am Ende Februar und will dann zurück nach Deutschland. Wie er zu mir sagte, ich bin näher an meinen Kindern und Enkeln, da liegt mir dran. Ich glaube schon, dass ich als Besucher in dieses Land, welches jahrelang meine Wahlheimat war, zurückkehren werde. Also das sagte er so kurz über dem Telefon, als er mit mir sprach. Und ja, ist natürlich eine nachvollziehbare Entscheidung, denke ich mal, denn seine Kinder und Enkelkinder sind halt alle da. Er war sehr bekannt wegen seines Engagements im Deutschen Kulturrat und im Goethe-Zentrum, bevor es in Namibia zum Institut wurde. Und natürlich in Swakopmund, wo er jahrelang im Vorstand des SFCs diente. Das vorige Foto konnten Sie da sehen. Und er war nicht zuletzt der Clubpräsident, außerdem in der Kunstvereinigung Swakopmund sowie natürlich der wissenschaftlichen Gesellschaft in Swakopmund. Hier sieht man ihn damals noch mit dem vorigen Botschafter Schlager und dem Professor Obermeier, als gerade die SFC das Museum in Swakop neu eingerichtet hatte. Ja, ein sehr aktiver Einwanderer, der wahrscheinlich das Land mit dem lachenden und weinenden Auge verlässt. Aber ich denke auf jeden Fall, wir verlieren viel daran, wenn er jetzt nicht mehr da ist. Ja, aber schön zu feiern war in dieser Woche NTV, wo dieses Programm ja zugehört, ist in diesem Jahr 1 Jahr alt geworden. NTV steht ja für Network Television, gar nicht mal unbedingt Namibia Television, wie viele immer denken. Und mein Kollege Toivo Ndjebela hat sich da unterhalten mit Albé Botha, unserem Geschäftsführer. Hören Sie sich das an.
We are celebrating a milestone here at Namibia-Media-Holdings, where our in-house TV station NTV has turned a year. It was launched exactly on this day in 2022 rather, and today we have seen growth in the past 12 months. And to discuss that journey with me tonight on the show is Albé Botha. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Namibia Media Holdings. Chief, thank you very much for your time. It's very rare to have you here, but you know.
It's my first time.
It's your first time,
I'm extremely honored to be on the show. I watched the intro and I played a critical role when we created that intro, and it was wonderful memories. So thank you for inviting me. I'm very honored to be here tonight.
Wonderful. Thank you, Albé. Maybe just for starters, really, that journey, 12 months. I mean, it was like yesterday when there was this whole hype around these studios and our complex. So many people, very kind people, our stakeholders came through to witness that moment. 12 months later, here we are. How would you describe the journey?
It's been wow. It's really been a wonderful journey. And like all journeys, they have ups and their downs. But at the end of the day, even the downs have been wow. So yes, it's been a wonderful journey. It's with a journey that we've grown and we've learned so much more. So no, it's been a wonderful experience. I think what made it really wonderful is that we have this large team that we can work with to help us to make this dream come true.
Wonderful. What was the idea for those not in the know? What was the whole idea behind establishing a TV station? I mean, everybody knows NMH owns Namibian Sun, Republican, Allgemeine Zeitung, and other smaller publications, very critical, but only smaller in size, really. But evolving from print into this space of television.
So I think if you look at the media landscape, and this is not news, it's just reality, is that the concept of being in any specific medium is very much old school. And we've seen in the last 10 years how the communication has all become, we're all in the same space. Traditionally, some of us were in print, and some of us in television, and some of social media. But more and more on radio, more and more we're finding that we're all coming together. And it's really about the concept of a multimedia engagement. You know, we have audiences that some of us like reading our newspapers, like myself, others like being more visually inclined. So where television or NTV comes in is that next step of visualization. We've been doing a lot of stuff on social media for many years now. I mean, Evening Review was on social media before it was on NTV. And it still has a very strong following on social media.
Ja, und das waren schon unsere Themen dieser Woche. Als nächstes haben wir die Destinations. Willkommen zurück und diese Woche haben wir interessante Urlaubsziele bzw. Ideen für Sie. Und als erstes haben wir da Hotel Thule. Wenn wir uns hier die Karte angucken, Hotel Thule ist gar nicht weit von NMH. Sie sehen da das Eros Shopping Center, da gleich daneben sind wir vom NMH zu finden, also wo ich jetzt gerade im Studio sitze. Das Hotel Thule ist gleich oberhalb von uns und das kann man auf der Karte nicht so gut erkennen, aber sitzt hoch oben auf so einer Bergspitze, wirklich wunderschön gelegen hier in kleinen Windhoek. Wenn Sie sich die nächste Karte angucken, dann können Sie das besser noch erkennen. Oben auf diesem Berg drauf, rechts rüber guckt man dann ins Feld, wie wir so schön sagen. Und ja, nach unten hin, ganz unten, das ist ein Restaurant, von da aus überblickt man einen ganz kleinen Windhoek. Ja, es ist ein wunderschön gelegenes Hotel hier in Windhoek. Ursprünglich war es ein Privathaus, also sogar ein Luxuswohnhaus, das für Edmund Lafrens gebaut wurde, und zwar 1960. Der hat übrigens in jenen Jahren viele unserer Straßen in Namibia gebaut. Auf jeden Fall 2000 wurde dieses Hotel dann oder dieses Wohnhaus verändert in ein Hotel. Jede Menge Zimmer kamen dazu und Sie können hier wiederum sehen, wahnsinnig schöne Aussicht über das kleine Windhoektal. Also ich war schon öfter da zum Essen und auch einfach mal auf einen Drink und das ist wirklich schön, kann man einfach einen Sundowner da genießen. Das hier ist natürlich aus einem Zimmer rüber in Richtung Feld. Also ist schon wirklich ein schönes Hotel. Ja, und dann hat meine Kollegin uns dazu auch noch ein kleines Video vorbereitet. Gucken Sie es mal an.
Welcome back to another episode of Tourismus. My name is Elizabeth Joseph, and today we're at Hotel Thule here in Eros, and the guest on my left is going to tell us a little bit about the place and what's been happening here and how we can impact them, and also how we can make our way to the place. So hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
All right.
Just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do here.
Okay. So my name is Kyle. I'm the operations manager here at Hotel Thule. I go through all the guest relations, so asking how the guests are doing, ensuring that everything goes smoothly, talking to the kitchen if there's something to be up to, making extra sure that your steak needs to be well done. I clap hands for it, you know. So everything to do with guests, I also help train the service staff to get us 100% quality, making sure that we stay consistent, making sure that we follow trends if there are any. So that's what I do.
Brilliant. And take us through a little bit about the history. As we look here where we're sitting right now, we can really see that it's a scenic environment. There's a lot of mountains. So tell us a bit about how rich the culture is here.
So Hotel Thule used to be a house before, like a mansion in some sense. So what happened is millionaire Edmund Lafrens built the house in 1960, and way back then this whole area just used to be bush. So it was like complete bush life. So his wife then sold, when he passed away, his wife then sold the house to Mr. Egger, who then developed it into a B&B at first. And then he started building it up into the hotel. So this place has come a long way.
Okay, so when it started as a hotel, what was some of the things that it was known for, if you know of any?
So, as you can see where we are sitting, the biggest thing for Hotel Thule are the breathtaking views that you get.
Views are amazing.
You see everything. It's so nice and quiet. You get to kind of feel the breeze up here, some fresh air. You get the amazing sunsets. You get to see the weather coming on, so it's incredible views and sunsets here.
Awesome. And why should someone choose Hotel Thule as their place of leisure?
I believe strongly that our service is incredible, and our food, we serve delicious cocktails and meals and ice cold beer, you know, so
perfect.
I'm telling you. But I think the biggest thing I can explain about Hotel Thule is just, if you're looking for a view that you've never seen before, it's here at Hotel Thule. You see everything for miles on end.
Awesome. And can you take us through a little bit about the prices and what are some of the rooms that you guys offer? In terms of, like, is it standard or double?
So we have a single room for 1,090 per room, including breakfast. And then it is for a double room, it's 1,520 per room, including breakfast as well. And we have good, reasonable prices, eh?
Yeah. Awesome. So, any final words? I think Kyle has really just taken us through everything that you guys need to know. But if there's anything else, make sure that you pop up here and you come find Kyle so that he can take you through further. So, Kyle, any last thing from you?
See you soon, eh?
Awesome.
See you soon.
He's very excited to see you guys, and thank you so much for staying tuned.
So, in our restaurant area here on the edge, this used to be the lounge area for Mr. Lafrenz. If you look over there at the wine barrel, that used to be the lift for when his bar people can just do the drinks orders and send them right back up. So this used to be where he had a chill and a drink and so. From this area onwards, this used to be Mr. Lafrenz's private bathroom. Over here, where our conference room currently is, this used to be his bedroom.
Again.
Alright, and at reception, this is where they used to have the staff quarters for Mr. Lafrenz. And then rooms 1 to 4 used to be his garages. And the lawn area there, that used to be his fish pond. This is room number 3. As you can see, it's very spacious, and we cater for free Wi-Fi, a mini bar on availability or on request, and this is one of our double rooms. Quite nice and spacious, and you have a bit of a view as well.
Ja, und dann haben wir die Grootberg Lodge in dieser Woche. Also Grootberg, das ist oben im Damaraland, im Nordwesten von Namibia. Wenn Sie hier auf die Karte gucken, da sehen Sie oben Kamanyap, also das ist schon ein ganzes Ende hoch. Und wenn man von Kamanyap aus weiter Richtung Westen fährt, so ein bisschen Westen, Südwesten, dann kommt man bei Palmwach raus und unterwegs kommt man an Grootberg Lodge vorbei. Ist mitten in so einem Plateau gelegen. Ja, Damaraland hat ja viel, diese Plateauberge. Und wenn Sie jetzt auf die nächste Karte gucken, da habe ich dann natürlich ein bisschen reingezoomt, da sieht man dann, das ist so richtig am Plateaurand gelegen. Also man kommt dann so angefahren und wenn Sie jetzt die Fotos sehen, dann sehen Sie, was ich meine, da überblickt man diese Täler. Man hat eine wahnsinnig schöne Aussicht von da. Nicht? Und es ist eine Vorzeigelodge von Journeys Namibia. Eine der ersten mittelgroßen Lodges, die sich vollständig im Besitz eines Naturschutzgebietes, was wir denn unsere Conservancies, diese Kommunalhegegebiete, befindet. Für die anfängliche Entwicklung finanzierte die Europäische Union das Projekt über das Entwicklungsprogramm des Ministeriums für Umwelt und Tourismus. Und gleichzeitig wurde der Privatsektor dann hinzugezogen, um die Ausbildung und die Managementfähigkeiten bereitzustellen, bis die örtliche Gemeinschaft sich selbst versorgen kann. Und so ist es dann heute so, dass Ihre Gastgeber in der Grootberg Lodge sind Mitglieder der Gemeinde oder der Gemeinschaft da unmittelbar, also hauptsächlich Damara sprechend. Und die wurden natürlich von Journeys Namibia geschult, um internationalen Gästen und natürlich auch hiesigen Gästen einen ausgezeichneten Service in einer heimlichen Affäre zu geben. Hier können Sie es dann nochmal sehen, das ist ja wahnsinnig, was man da genießen kann und wäre auf jeden Fall ein Urlaub wert. Vielleicht gucken Sie sich noch schnell die Videoaufnahme an.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Grootberg Lodge. My name is Walter and you are welcome to Grootberg as well. You may just proceed here inside.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Tekla. Nice to meet you. How much I stay? Okay, we can go outside and see the view. Then I will show you around our restaurant main area. Okay, is it your first time that you are here? Okay. Okay, our lovely view is over here and swimming pool is also here. Okay, and our bar is inside. The tea and coffee station is also there. If you maybe like to drink any coffee or tea, it's ready. And the bar is also open. After then we can go inside. I will show you our bar, where our bar is. Are you on the way to Trevor Nott or where are you going now? Okay, this is our bungalows. Our rooms start from room number 1 up to room number 14. If you might want to book for next time, I hope that you will come back again to stay here with us for 2 nights, not 1 night. Okay? This is our bar area. Hello! Okay, we have everything here at our bar. We have soft drinks, we have beers, we have also gin tonic, and our library is over there. If you maybe want to read any book, you are welcome. Okay, Josie is a ballet and Christine is also a ballet.
Grootberg Lodge, located in the Kunene region, is a landmark for the tourism industry in Namibia, as it is the first middle market establishment in the country that is wholly owned by a conservancy. Perched on the rim of the Etendeka Plateau, the Grootberg Lodge stands sentinel over the Klip River Valley. Your hosts at Grootberg Lodge are members of the rural community, trained by Journeys Namibia to deliver excellent service for guests in a home away from home atmosphere. Marvel at the breathtaking views of the valley below while lounging on the deck or cooling down in their infinity pool. Here you can also explore the landscape that is rich in geological and botanical wonders, encounter stunning wildlife, and get acquainted with the traditions of the local inhabitants. A total of 12,000 hectares has been set aside by the Koodihuas community for conservation and tourism, and it is through this pristine wilderness that you meander either on foot or by car to encounter the inhabitants of this remote biosphere.
Ja, und das waren unsere Destinations für diese Woche. Als nächstes haben wir noch To the Point. Ja, Sie werden sich letzte Woche daran erinnern, da haben wir unter To the Point vom Trevor Nott gesprochen, der zum ersten Mal eine Ausstellung anbietet. Und zwar hat er seine ganzen Exponate im Bellhaus Gallerie und Atelier, beziehungsweise Atelier und Galerie, wenn ich den Namen jetzt richtig rumlese, ist ja egal. Es geht eigentlich hier um eine Hommage an unsere Mutter Erde. Und er hat da eben sich speziell konzentriert auf er fügt eben Holz und Stein und Metall zusammen und verbindet das eben, wie er sagt, mit einer gehörigen Portion Liebe und Respekt. Und die Sachen, die dabei rausgekommen sind, sind schon wirklich unwahrscheinlich. Nun hatten wir letzte Woche kurz darüber gesprochen, einfach nur deswegen, weil das so imponierend ist, das Ganze, und beeindruckend. Aber jetzt haben wir auch noch ein Gespräch von ihm aufgenommen oder mit ihm aufgenommen. Hören Sie sich es kurz an.
Today we are at the Bellhaus Gallerie and Trevor Nott just launched his exhibition Homage to Earth on Thursday evening. We are speaking to co-owner Andrea. Can you tell us a little bit more about this gallery?
Well, the Bellhaus Gallery is more or less a place for creatives to show their works. So be it sculptors or fine arts or even book launches, it's a place where we want to enhance the creativity of the people that live here. So that's why we enjoy showing all things creative, and we started last year in March, and it's been very, very great with regards to people visiting and coming here, and it's also an upliftment for the area here, the Grootberg area.
This is your first exhibition. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. It was a fantastic experience, you know, never done one before. It was a nice focus, where you focus on something, doing a bit of something creative, and there's an end point. It's not just building a whole bunch of stuff and keeping it in your room or in your workshop and then having to build a house to put it in. This is much easier.
Tell us, you worked with wood and metal a lot. How did you decide to use these materials?
No, it's not just wood and metal, it's whatever there is. It could be recycled plastic melted down, it could be anything from polystyrene to anything. This exhibition just happened to be a homage to Earth, where the plastics and polystyrenes don't really come into things. So no, my favorite choice would be wood and metal and stone and metal. There's just a nice connection there. It's got a bond, which I like.
Tell us about your process from beginning to end. You have a variety of pieces here and nothing looks the same. Everything is very unique in its own right.
I think it's got to do with the space. So you would need to fill a space. So the space is always in your head as to what it is. Not so much whether it's a client or anything like that, but the space. And then what have you got around you to use? And it's great to use whatever's at your feet or within 100 meters or a kilometer from where you are. So you go and look for that, because somehow there's a connection between what you collect and do. So first of all, it's the space, and then creating something that fills the space in a negative way. So you get a sculpture, a whatever there, and then the negative space with the corners of rooms and all that blend in together. So that's the process, to fill a space, and sometimes it's to say something. You know, I want to say something, and I want to make a sculpture to say something. It doesn't always work, but that would be the other process, where you start and you say, okay, this is a sculpture on bureaucracy. Everything goes fine and smooth, and then suddenly there's this disaster that happens that crumbles the whole thing. And you build with that in the back of your mind the whole time. So that's the process, either filling a space or saying something.
How did you become an artist?
No, I don't know. I can't answer that. You just do. You just make stuff, you know. And if at the end of the day there's somebody who you create a sort of a reaction, and if you create a reaction, you're doing something good. You're doing something that's probably worthwhile. And I think that's how it started, where people would say, "Wow, that's nice. How much is that?" You know. And you say, "Well, no, none of it's for sale because I'm not an artist. I don't professionally make a living from art. I just do it." So to answer your question, how do you become an artist? I haven't the faintest idea. I think it's a lot of sweat and a lot of just persistence, and then the lucky break where you get a gallery like this, for example, and that's what would be important. All right. This piece I've titled "A Circle of Life" because it's clearly, you know, a circle, and your life is made up of events, and every single event is different, and they make up this whole circle of life. Some people have a small circle. They don't go beyond their comfort zone. They don't do anything. Some people's circles are bigger. In other words, their lives are fuller, I should imagine, and they're made up of far more events, until you get to the outside circle, which is sort of the hyper person, which does a hell of a lot of stuff, and it's all one on top of the other, made up of many events. And then, like life itself, it suddenly gets a curveball, and then suddenly your whole orbit would be changed by one movement like that, where your circle, the orbit is changed in relation to the others. And it's like a huge event where all your little events are then put into another orbit. So the whole sculpture can change to whatever it needs to look like in the end, so it can do whatever. But that is the philosophy of what life is probably about. It's about all these little events, little lives, big lives, and then suddenly you can get chucked out of orbit, and you are then sort of, ja, it's a curveball.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
So, und das war unsere Show für heute. Ich hoffe, Sie haben den Inhalt genossen. Ich auf jeden Fall. Und sonst hätte ich Ihnen den nicht gebracht. Ich hoffe, wir sehen uns in einer Woche wieder zur selben Zeit. Und dann werden wir sehen, was als nächstes in dieser kommenden Woche passiert ist. Bis dann, passen Sie auf sich auf. Bleiben Sie gesund.